and God forbid there's a situation that you have to be pulled over, this is exactly what you want to have on hand. So let me share with you exactly what you're going to receive. Wait till you see all the different lighting functions this has. You get a 6-pack of the Roadside Flare individual lighting with a magnet on the back for $39.95. We took $10 off. FlexPay is available. Tom Wise, one of our wonderful experts here at HSN, I thought, you know what, this is the most genius idea. Because I've been in that situation, Tom, where, you know, you break down, you don't really know what to do.
Yeah, I mean, the old days, 50 years ago, you'd get a flare, and you'd put a flare down on your, you know, put that 50 feet behind your car, and then if you had a flare, for goodness sakes, not everybody had a flare, but it used to be like that. And then these days, maybe you've got a cone in your trunk. Probably not. You know, maybe somebody gave you something like this. You got to put it together. It's a reflector. Oh, right? This is old school. Yeah, nobody's got that. This is. I had to change my tire 2 weeks ago. I had the lizard lights, and I had my water light. This is amazing. Had this in the car. And what happens is this. You surround your car now with flashing lights. It's got different types of lights. It flashes fast, flashes slow, and there's just a little button on it, and you've got 9 different cycles. You just press it, it goes to the next cycle. Press it, it goes to the next cycle. And it's very, very bright. And then the last one is just a flashlight. Oh, there you go.
Powerful flashlight.
And then it turns off. You've got a magnet on the back. You also have a little bit of a hook. So if you want to hook this while you're, you know, checking on the car, working on the car, I like that it kind of hangs at a bit of an angle, so it's kind of pointing down at whatever you're looking at. You can have this around the car, changing it flat, just looking at the engine. It's a must-have. Gives you a lot of peace of mind, Liv.
It does. I mean, so this is that situation we were talking about. Yep. You know, obviously something happens. What do? Like, typically, you put your hazards on? Mm-hmm. No, that's not. They're not going to be able to see that from far away. Where here, you have all 6 of these, so you can set up around your car, and then you can stay in your car, too. Yes. That's the other thing as a safety precaution. It's like a powerful flashlight on top of that you have. I was just thinking, my goodness, if you need it, you know, that light underneath your car, you know, if you're working on the engine, you could just put the magnet right up there and use it as a flashlight, correct?
It's beautiful. The magnet is key. The magnet makes this different than any type of emergency lighting you've already got, because you can actually attach it to the car so you can be seen. What happens is this, it's tragic. People have a flat tire on the road, you're kind of in a panic situation, what am I doing? You need to be able to be seen by other drivers. So you're gonna get a set of 6, so you can take 2 of them and put behind, you can put 1 on top of the car, you can put a couple in front. So you wanna be seen by everybody. And then this will also help you take a look and assess what's going on. Is it a flat tire? Is there something going on with the engine? This is something you want your daughter to have, your wife to have, your dad to have.
Sure.
Anybody that's doing any driving needs to have this in the car. It doesn't take up any space, a couple of AAA batteries. And here's how it works. It's simple. Magnet in the back, hook up like this. It can also lay on the ground like that, so you can give a little bit of a light. And then you just press the little button right here, and then it rotates through all its flashing. Nice slow flash, you pick it up. You've got 9 different settings. It has kind of like a police setting where it's kind of like that quick strobe like that. Put it on the car, and you want to be seen. That's the key. You want to be seen. You want to feel safe. People understand that someone's having an emergency situation. Somebody needs a little bit of help. The tow truck now can find you. The police officer can now find you. You know, even if you're walking, let's say you're doing a little bit of hiking, throw one of these in your backpack. Maybe there's a storm, or there's a fog, or you run into a bit of a snowbank or whatever. You can be seen, and people are going to take notice of the flashing lights very, very quickly, very, very easily.
And it doesn't matter if it's snowing, it doesn't matter if it's raining, because they're going to work, right? They're also water resistant to anything, and weather resistant.
Very, very durable. They kind of a rubber type of feel to it. You can be seen from almost nearly a mile away.
My mind's going a mile a minute here, because I'm thinking in my closet right now. I know this, but I'm glad you showed the hook.
Yes, ma'am.
There's so many dark spots, right, in my closet. So the light on here, just that bright light to be able to brighten up that area, and I can just hook it right there on the rod. So that's another idea, but you're getting all 6 of them.
Yes.
That's the perfect thing. So as individual gifts, my producer just said, what a clever idea.
Isn't it nice?
This is so different. Because typically, what do you have? Maybe a flashlight.
Right.
We don't ever want to be in those situations where you are, you know, breakdown or something, emergency happens. If you do have to change your tire, you can, again, you have that bright light on here.
Right.
So you can go ahead and you just said you use that.
Absolutely. I used this about 2 weeks ago. By the way, I changed the tire in 14 minutes. I was very proud of myself.
Good job, Tom.
But I did it safely because I had the lizard flares, so I knew that people around me could see me, so I'm not going to get hit by any cars. I pulled off to the side. I made myself a little bit safe. I love this that you could put it on the side of an RV, put it on top of a car. It's got that magnet on there, so when you put it, you don't have to worry about the light tipping down, falling down, or not staying put. This is going to stay right where you want it, and it's very, very super easy to operate. It gives you certainly peace of mind. Have it in the glove box, have it in the trunk of the car, have it underneath the seat. You can spread them around a little bit. You're going to get 6. I like to have all 6 in one car, but if you got to go 3 and 3, you can do that as well. The old way, with a reflector or with a cone, you need a light source. Nobody can see the cones because they're not illuminated.
But who has cones?
Nobody has cones.
Nobody has cones in the back of their truck. I know, maybe 50 years ago, kind of like what you're talking about before, because there's no other options out there quite like this. So the difference is, it's not only a bright light, you have all these different functions, right?
Yes,
all the different light functions that is provided in each and every one of these. So many great reviews on this, especially for the holidays, people giving these out to gifts. I said, anyone who has a car, this is a must.
Absolutely. You want to drive with a little bit of peace of mind. You don't expect to be in a snowbank. You don't expect to get a flat tire. But when that happens, you'd like to be prepared. And I like the way that you can mix and match. You can make sure that anybody who's driving behind you or coming up upon the scene will certainly be able to see you. It's all glowing this way, or you hit a button and it rotates to a different type of a signal. Then, of course, you get the flashlight as the 9th mode. Press the button, save the batteries, and also, easy storage as well.
Yeah, even down by your panel, your electric panel. Like anything that you would typically use for, obviously, a flashlight, you're getting 6 of these. So put it in your backpacks for the kids again, and, walking the dog, and when it's, still dark outside. If you ever do get an emergency situation, I think wearers, that just instantly draws people's attention, like, there's something wrong.
Absolutely.
Flashing lights.
You can also put one on your body if you wanted. I used to walk around when I walked the dog. Poor old Abby. I used to walk the dog and have the light on my belt because it was dark outside. So if you've got a camper, or you're a motorcyclist, or you're a bicyclist, you're driving around at night, go ahead and use the lizard flare. Absolutely.
Bikes especially, because you can't see them a lot of times. A lot of times, even if they have a light, it doesn't get your attention.
Right.
Boating. I mean, that's another great concept.
Yeah.
God forbid something happens.
Right. Take it on the boat with you, and people can see this from a long, long distance away. It's going to cut through the fog, cut through the rain, so everybody can see it. Use a little bit of the magnet that's included with this. It's a simple solution. It's about the size of a hamburger.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the boat. Yeah, it's a perfect solution.
Yeah, and water resistant, weather resistant, so it doesn't make a difference. It has this little rubberized container. Even the outside is bright. Like, I mean, everything, they thought about everything. That it's almost like a neon yellow green.
You could even put this on your porch during Halloween, so the kids can see the porch, see the steps. Nobody's going to get hurt. You can just lay it down and have maybe the white light, or maybe just a little soft rotating emergency light. Put it by the tire when you're making a repair. Put it underneath the hood. You could even put it in the closet. Luke pointed out, have it in the closet because you've got the hook on this as well. It's perfect.
So, again, just so clever. $10 off, too, on top of the original HSN price. Flex pay on top of that. Tom Wise, always so great to see you, my friend.
Thanks, Lynn.
You bet. All right, some more great ideas for around the home. We're talking home improvements, and now we're going to talk about a company that's been around for over 100 years. Bell & Howell. All righty, so.